Hello. So, interesting situation. I actually, if you had asked me, like, oh, when the police officers are attacking the thugs, do they do damage? I would have probably said, I don't know. But through setting up the stream, I've learned, yeah, they absolutely do damage. This guy was at full health like 12 hours of in-game time ago. I think I started this encounter in like late afternoon in in-game time, and it's now 8 in the morning. So all night this guy has just been shooting, the cop has been shooting just that guy. And he's at like 40% health. So if we stayed here for like 15 more minutes, he'd probably be dead. But I don't have that kind of time. Anyways, hope everybody's doing good. I think we can get going. Ups do 1 damage per shot. Yeah, that it feels like it. I was like, whatever the lowest amount unit is, they're gonna do that much. It is good to have a stream today. Yeah, good to see everybody. Thanks for the good luck, Sparky. Your PS2 disk drive just died. That's a big rip.
Time already, huh? Welcome
Rest in peace.
First things first.
When I was getting shot by the cops and 1 hit KO, they were really doing 1 point of damage. Very true.
Just go to the pause menu and bring up.
But you know, I had 1 point of health, so what are you gonna do?
Oh no, Dr. Connors.
I just realized, yeah, that's gonna be a problem if I ever do damage. If I ever go for like a damageless run, I'm gonna have to worry about like, oh shit, did I get shot by a cop? I can't even tell because my health bar is gonna look the same as normal. It's gonna be like 1 pixel smaller, if that.
Case secure.
Although honestly, I think because Spider-Man has 200 health. I think Spider-Man at 199 health, like if you look at the HUD, I think it looks exactly the same.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list.
Like you'd have to check by going to the shop and seeing if you could buy health.
Are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Because I remember checking the HUD before and after I got hit by a shocker thug's like blast attack, and not being able to tell the difference at all. Like even side by side. And I think they do 2 damage. I could be wrong.
Stopping crimes, helping citizens in distress, challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
You just see how many shot by cops until Spider-Man dies. Well, Spider-Man has 200 health, so it would take 200 shots for you to die. Is that lore accurate? I don't know. Depends on the writer, probably.
Man, that cake was good. Stuffed. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the... Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this...
What about the other type of shots? How many shots of whiskey did Spider-Man drink before he died?
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Could he take 200?
Spider-Man's here.
Oh,
Don't think anything
Didn't do
here
the
will
jump.
go with Prison Grey.
no.
Job market for art majors, huh?
Man.
Probably be super tough to give Spidey alcohol poisoning. Yeah, does. There has to have been at some point in Spider-Man history a comic issue that touched upon Spider-Man having like increased. Like, does Spider-Man have increased alcohol tolerance? Like, if we have lore about the Flash being able to eat 7,000 hot dogs in one day or something, or whatever it is he can do, that has to be a thing.
Hey, why were you at the art gallery?
I chalk it up to undying optimism.
Huh? What does she mean by that? Well, unless I can shrink her lead, I'm never gonna find out.
Very true, Shaw. He has canon that he can't get drunk, but it got retconned. That's funny. Spider-Man would never drink because drinking is a sin. You're so right. Spider-Man has never done anything involving sinning or, like, you know, for example, making a deal with the devil. He would never do that.
My grandmother could keep up better than you.
Your grandma.
Not that I'm
That's
referencing
something
anything
I'd
in
like to
particular.
see. If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her completely.
Oh, they retconned him getting drunk. It wasn't the other way around. Okay.
Back off, you're crowding me.
What was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts.
As far as Black Cat isn't like, how does the Spider guy know where I'll be running to? My question is, if she's having that thought, why does she keep going that way?
Better change while no one...
Imagine how fucking blown our minds would be if Black Cat just like suddenly went another way, and it just turns out there was like a 1 in 20,000 chance that Black Cat will go like a different way.
I think that's...
That's faster. There's a 1 in 20,000 chance that Black Cat will suddenly develop self-awareness. And then she starts speaking to us through the game. And hyper-realistic blood comes out. She does break occasionally, that's true. She does go the... That isn't really her going another way, that's just her breaking, though.
Claim I'm a...
Like, she'll eventually snap to the right place. Ooh, that was such a weird angle. The Toby one Vulture chase paths. I do remember that. It's just like one of them is just faster. And you just gotta deal with it. Did I see Nate's Swing Speed 99 run? I saw that it existed, I haven't gotten around to watching it yet, but I will.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have
That was a nice glide, thank you.
Hi, Pete. How are you?
It's always very funny from my perspective because of the delay. Whenever people say hi Betty in chat, it's always like way after I'm gone. Like we're not talking to her anymore.
So much for you.
Oh,
Find a safer line of work.
that kills. Okay. Organized in the PCSX2 Discord? Wow, I said it right that time. That's surprising. I feel like if I get recognized in there, it's just, oh, that's the person who always says the name wrong.
No, you the man.
So I feel like I'd be able to criticize them naming their emulator something so hard to say. I feel like I'd be able to criticize it better if my name weren't Slyfincleton. I think I'm just being a hypocrite. Virtually late, just like Spider-Man.
I can't believe I actually got.
Not me though, I'm always on time to stream. On the dot. Besides like 2 times when it didn't, but... I think AI hype is overblown, or a revolution is coming soon. I think I don't like AI. At least plagiaristic AI. Not a fan. I do think a lot of people will lose their jobs and a lot of money to it, though. I guess that's fine.
Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay?
Are the other offices in the daily building locked because they're possibly unfinished? I don't know. The other offices being locked, to me, it feels like a tease. Like there should be like hidden content there, but there's nothing. Like you can so easily imagine that being like a level select room or something. You know what I mean? That gets unlocked at some point. How do we know you aren't AI? That's so funny. I'm a real person. Anyways. Spidey's shoes, are they the same pair under a suit? I've always kind of wondered if Spider-Man wears shoes. Because I feel like the suit would just fucking destroy them, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever worn, like, a Halloween costume or any sort of costume and, like, tried to put it on over, you know, like, let's say, you know, it goes all the way there. If you try to put it on over shoes, the shoes are just gonna, like, fucking tear that shit apart. That's why he has multiple shoes. No, I'm saying the shoes are going to tear the costume apart. The soles are sewed into the boot. So his costume, like, is shoes? That's wild.
I wouldn't keep chasing you if you didn't keep breaking into places.
Spider-Man 3 takes his boots off, he doesn't even have socks on. Oh, it's gonna be so uncomfortable. That's what that, like, superhero level endurance is for, actually. Oh, I can't believe you've done this. What a miss. The rest of it was pretty fast, at least.
I'm
Well, I wouldn't keep chasing you into places.
I hate wearing shoes without socks. You can miss me with that shit. That sounds awful, doing like superhero shit. Like, imagine wall sprinting and you can feel like your feet. Oh, no.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
Remember when Spider-Man was streaming on this channel for some reason? Well, you know, like, I didn't stream for a few months because that shit was so weird. Like Spider-Man just showed up for some reason on the channel.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta say.
I didn't give Spider-Man my stream key. I had to, like, reset my passwords and, like, I don't know. I guess he just, like, hacked.
Ready, Spider-Man? Let's begin. Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man?
I did not recognize that's what happened right away.
The movie Sorority Death Robots.
I don't know about your effects, but your education must have been special.
Yo, Will V. What is going on with these thugs right now? What a mess.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
Okay, I don't think I missed any. Yeah. I played decent catch up there.
Are you still going back? I hadn't noticed.
I mastered this trick on the set of Ninjas of Madness 4, Flaming Ninja.
At least Beck got destroyed.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you
Decent catch up. That's all catch up. All catch up is just decent.
all of them.
It does what it needs to, it doesn't do anything else.
Wherever you are.
Wow, very original. You missed your calling as a playground designer, Beck.
And you missed yours as a late gotcha. Not as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
Sugar-free ketchup?
You're going to
I'm gonna be real,
faster than that, Spider-Man.
I'm not, like,
Come on.
up to date on how much sugar is in ketchup. I'm assuming a decent amount.
Even the audience isn't real.
I wasn't aware that was like a
Phone
thing.
here.
As far as I'm concerned, ketchup's just ketchup.
Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from Beck.
I didn't realize there was like a ketchup zero. Also, speaking of zero things, I accidentally got some Coke Zero the other day instead of regular Coca-Cola, and it was bad. I don't have anything else to say about it. I don't think I'd ever tried it before. Like, I was kind of assuming there was more to the story, but that's kind of it. I started talking, I thought I'd be talking for longer. Quentin Beck's comebacks are so bad. You know he was practicing them for like
My head is still spinning from talking.
weeks in the shower too. You know what I mean? Like Spider-Man's were on the spot, and Quentin Beck's he had been like fucking meditating on that shit, and that's what he came up with. He's like, this is gonna absolutely totally own Spider-Man.
What? Not now. Why tonight, guys?
I had Dr. Pepper and thought it was bad. Could not be me.
Lucky for you, I pull my punches. Batter up.
I'm not gonna tell you it's like nectar of the gods or anything, but it is like at this point a daily part of my life.
You okay?
Give me my 1 can a day. Keep me going.
Great. Just take off, guys. I'm not late or anything.
Call me Sniper.
Stopping? I guess I finally have your attention. If I have to stick around, you guys do too. Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it before the end.
Does that do it? No. I just heard a dodge sound. That guy was still shooting at me. Vanilla Dr. Pepper? I think I've had it like a couple times, and I thought it was alright.
I think we got off on the wrong foot.
Maybe so.
I used to really be into vanilla soda when I was like 12, 13. I don't know what changed, but I still think it's alright. Just on occasion.
How far is this place?
Not too far. Just stay with me.
Can't even touch Pop anymore, got out of water. I understand the sentiment, and you know, I love water, it's great. It is definitely the thing I drink most often, because you know, I'm a human being, need that shit. But sometimes, you know, I get a little bored. I think that's mostly what the soda's for, is it's just like, with food, we have like hundreds of different foods we can eat. With drinks, it's like, okay, we got water. What else am I gonna do? Like milk? If I don't want to drink like, if I don't want to be like an alcoholic, then I got like 4 options. I might as well use them.
Iron Man's here?
All right, fellas. Show me the Monet. Is that a Van Gogh? Did you look?
Like, there's no food that, you know, like, if I told you I ate the same food every single day for my entire life, a lot of you would be very surprised, no matter what it was. But I can say that about a drink, and that's just normal, I guess. I don't know. See what I mean? Get a little boring.
Cat took that statue right in front of me.
I don't want to actually go in. Every time you successfully do shock or skip 2, there's no sound until the next chapter starts. That happens. I don't know. I have no idea what causes it. I'd be kind of curious to see how you do it, because if it's happening, because it happens very rarely to me. If it's happening every time to you, that maybe there's something that you're doing that I'm not that's like causing it to happen that we don't know about.
Okay, guess I'd better get going. That news conference is gonna.
Yeah, it like gets rid of a lot of the sound effects. I know what you're talking about. I feel like that has not happened to me in a very long time. Yo, Mario fan. Yeah, Aussie, if you go into the Daily Bugle vent before the chapter starts, you essentially softlock as far as like the speedrun's concerned. Ugh. Oh, oops. I thought I missed, but I actually got a different guy.
I need not soil my hands with a pathetic earthling like you. If you do not hurry, your fellow humans will be a futile gesture, spider human. Even as
You can hold a balloon and a person at the same time. True.
Our first target will be
I feel like there's like one other thing that you can have on you, but I don't know. I guess you could hold either a balloon or a purse. I don't think there's a way to get both because they're both purple dots and you can have one purple dot at a time.
If he's attacking Lady Liberty, I'd better get over there in a hurry. I can hardly wait to see what he has cooked up in the snack.
Yeah, that's true, you could... Well, oh no, hang on. Purple dots can happen while you're delivering pizza. So you could have a purse as... No, because the only missions that spawn a purse, there's one person. You gotta kill him to get the purse, so... No.
Some way to get Lady Liberty back to her old self. It looks like
I don't think you could have a purse, a person, and pizza.
all the way over here.
Or...
It seems kind of obvious to go
Yeah.
after the giant brain.
Yeah, that's right.
Mysterio sure is protecting him.
I keep trying to think of, like, contingencies that would cause that to be possible, but nah. Unless you can go into hideouts and spawn enemies in hideouts during a pizza mission. That would be surprising, though. 'Cause that shit does not work in, like, your average mission.
Okay.
Give me your tired. Okay. Mysterio just wants to help tired people. He's a really good guy. What just, I don't even know what happened. I like landed on top of the tree and did a roll. I still want to find out what causes you to have the pizza bag.
Just like an apartment.
Well, you see, Peter Parker is employed. I think they just give those to you when you work at the pizza place. I don't know.
Now we turn it up a notch. Bam!
Well done, Spider-Man. Please come inside and discover the horrors that await you.
Okay. I've been flipped off before, but never quite like that. What is going on? It's so strange. Everything is upside down. What's going on?
Now, learn the true meaning of terror in my fight. You're doing right.
It would be neat if there was a way to hack it in so you could play as, you know, like, pizza bag Spider-Man, whatever, or,
You wear pointy ears to sci-fi conventions.
maskless Spider-Man. Without doing, like, some jank model swapping.
Looks like I found the exit. Finally.
I've had that happen too, Flurkin, where they just clip through the wall. That's killed one of my runs before.
I'm finally out of that crazy place. If I never see another carnival as long as I live, it'll be too soon.
Okay. Saved a second. Is the horror house Spider-Man. If you're doing that, you have to make it so that they say nuts when you get hit. You go, nuts. This is a 19.9. Damn. That was really close.
Whoops, Dr. Octavius's demonstration will be starting soon. I better hurry. I have to hurry. The containment field looks like it's buckling. I don't have time for subtlety.
It's good Spider-Man remembers the demonstrations happening. Yeah, because I remember that shit.
Almost got it.
I'm busy, I'm speedrunning.
I did it. Well, the city didn't get blown up. Poor Rosie.
Also, I skip all the cutscenes, you know, I have no idea. I obviously have no idea what's going on in the story. And no clear, like, you know, appreciation for the game. I'm just speedrunning all the fun out of it, you know what I mean?
Mysterio's robots. Oh.
Sorry, just paraphrasing things people have said to me.
Is that all you got? Coming at ya.
These comments are so funny. It's so funny because the way that they're worded, a lot of those comments, you can tell it's written... Like, the only way that it makes sense is if they're writing it assuming that this is... that you, like, never play the game otherwise, in any other way. This is, like... This is the only way that I've ever played this game, is speedrunning.
Or at least earn enough to pay my electric bill.
You saw the movie Spider-Man 2 in theaters yesterday? I just had the thought that it's very nice that when you... That generally for the most part when you say, oh, I saw Spider-Man 2 yesterday, people know what you mean. Immediately. But, hope you had a good time.
No one's around. I better change while I have a chance. Hi, Betty. Dr. Octavius is a killer.
Exactly. I hate the game so... I hate this game so much, I just want it over with faster. That's why I speedrun.
Can things get any worse? Nope, wait, whoa. I withdraw the question. Stop right there, Dr. Octavius.
I will
Please don't make me
destroy
fight
you, Spider-Man.
Can you imagine if instead of Spider-Man Far From Home,
Still,
they called
one
it
for which I am wholly
Marvel
unprepared.
Studios Spider-Man 2?
Get him.
And he won't listen to reason. He still has those chemicals. He's gonna have a fight. Leave her alone. Think about a career change.
Oh, they both died. Let's go.
Be quiet.
And the hero point score is stuck. There it goes. Chapter 18, there's nothing
I
left.
read about Octavius's attack, but somehow I just didn't believe it.
Yeah, that's what pops up when you complete the to-do list completed objective. Uh-oh. Hang on. No way, I promise I don't know how to swing in this game. I think I'm still saving time even with that.
Octavius blames me for Rosie's death. I guess I can't say I'm surprised.
Yeah, definitely. The double token grab. 2 token is really tough because it is, but it's one of those things that does get easier the better you get. I mean, obviously most things should, but you know what I mean? Like, it turns from like a super run killer into just like another thing you do. And like, yeah, I fuck it up every once in a while, but it is not the threat it used to be. For me, at least. So you can get there too.
Come on now.
So, how did you find Shocker?
Well, apparently he escaped.
I am very thankful that out of the, you know, because there's not too many, like, you know, super game-breaking glitches in this speedrun or anything.
Still, I was a
But the
little
ones we do
distracted
have
at the time.
skip both the shocker fights, which is so funny. And like, yeah, there's a couple others, but I would say those are like the major ones. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not like going out of bounds and save corrupting or anything like that. Most of the gameplay is actually very intact.
How far is this place?
Far. Just stay with me.
It's just so funny that Shocker gets 2 of the like longest boss fights, and then there just happens to be ways to skip both of them. It does feel like a gag, like like those are the bosses that we skip. Just to like fucking shit on Shocker for no reason. Today's a Shocker day, by the way. He's my favorite today. He's such a goofball. New discovery for this game. It happens. Lately it's been like routing stuff, but it's been a while since like something huge has been found, you know what I mean? I don't think we like necessarily need it or anything, but oh my, I can't believe I just did that. I guess that's ended up kind of fine, but figured out how to unlock attacks early with hacks. Now there's your new discovery. We just have to hack. And then we can beat the game faster.
Are you wearing a girdle? Careful, cat. You'll hurt his feelings. Still slow and dumb, I see. Careful, cat. You'll hurt his feelings. How's the tire mascot giggling?
My most recent addition to my strats is probably what I just did there, where I swing towards the trigger and turn around at the last second, so the camera faces me towards Shocker. at the start of the fight. That makes catching him so much easier, honestly. Like, I feel like if I had started with the camera faced the other way, I would not. I would probably have like a 60% chance of grabbing him there, but it was really easy that time.
I'll have to check on Cat later.
So ironically, in line with what we were talking about Shocker getting shit on, the new tech is anti-Shocker tech.
I wonder what Shocker is planning.
Sometimes the door doesn't open instantly for you. Is it bad or something you can take advantage on? If you're on GameCube, you can do the GameCube exclusive Shocker skip, which I think I cover in the route guide video. I don't know if there might be a model of PS2 that it works on, that if you have a slow enough one.
Alien invaders holding up a convenience store.
What are thoughts on Shocker's plans? I really don't think he thought that far ahead. I think he was just like, he just like got himself set up in the warehouse and was like gonna try to build a force to fight Spider-Man and do crimes. I don't think he had like some like super epic plan, you know what I mean? Would I ever do 100% speedruns? It will happen eventually.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
If you're doing it on PS2, you might be out of luck.
I can't believe that. Jameson would frame his own mother if he thought it would sell papers. What did I ever do to Jameson? What could he possibly have?
Other people who shit on speedrunning in general? Oh, definitely. They're definitely less common than people who are against, like, glitches, but... I think that's one of those things where it's like, you don't really need to like make it super overblown and be like, oh, there's like an anti-speedrunning agenda. It's more just like, you know,
Yep, I'm on it.
if you look for that type of people, you'll find them. That movement was very good. Woke Mob hates speedrunning. So anyways, my grandson was talking about speedrunning the other day. I said, it took me 6 months to get all 120 stars. You think you can just do it in under 2 hours? Doesn't seem fair to me.
Whoa, this is an old Oscorp. You must lose a filling every time you blast something. Shocker is still a boring name. What about Jacko-Hammer? You must lose a filling every time you blast something.
About time you losers got here.
That shield is really getting on my nerves.
Look like you
I'm gonna figure out a way to shut it down for.
The robots are running the Navy. Just wait until the day when somebody submits a run and they're like, no, listen, this is not a task run, it's a real world record. I got ChatGPT to do it. And it learned it on the spot, totally not stealing from anything. That's a good chapter 13 right there. I was kind of wondering if that was going to gold almost.
Mary Jane's play. Maybe I can make it tonight.
I still got it. Bullseye. Oh, that's a good fight right there.
Why can't I just tell MJ the truth? Can't believe she's getting married and I'm just waving from the sidelines. Was I supposed to meet Kat this evening? I guess I should go.
Said flashbacks. I know exactly to what. Is 2 kicks after 5 combos too much or too slow? It's too slow. I think he can survive 3 kicks after 5 combos.
You talk pretty tough when
Shocker.
you're weak. How about now?
But generally you just, I mean, he'll die after 1 combo if you do 1 kick, so you might as well just do that.
You used to be fast, Kat. What happened? Hey, Kat.
Run to the right while you hear a bunch of starting, so you target the guy who can't block it. But what if I just pray that the guy who can block it doesn't do that? And, I mean, roughly 30% of the time, it works all the time.
I don't think you have an option for me.
I just want this guy to die. There we go.
That armor's nice, or at least it was.
That was an alright fight.
Is Kat right? Do I really have to give up Peter Parker to be Spider-Man? What about the people in my life? It isn't like anyone ever sees me now. MJ. No matter how hard it is, I can't abandon my friend.
Black Cat does have like thousands of times more health than you, but she can die.
No, I can't quit either. I help so many people. I can't give up being Peter Parker. But I can't give up being Spider-Man either. Maybe I can balance the two. I should track down Black Cat. I need to have a talk with her.
Way too early.
I can do it. I can balance both. Maybe it isn't too late. Maybe I can be Spider-Man and still be with MJ.
How does Spider-Man know to meet with Black Cat here? Next question. I just assume, you know what I mean? Like, the story doesn't necessarily have to cover every interaction they have. I think it could reasonably be assumed at that point they probably made up, you know, off-screen they made plans on where to meet next time. Either that or he just psychically knows, because he's Spider-Man to spider senses. It's also a Black Cat detector.
What was I thinking? I must have looked totally crazy. Things could never work out. What about the danger? I must have been out of my mind to ask her. I should just keep away from her. At least she still has Harry.
If I PPB this run, it will be pretty funny.
Harry's been a much better friend than I'll ever be. I'm no
Oh, that lag frame fucking killed it. Holy shit. That swing. Okay, I'll take a gold. Hang on, we can PB this run. I didn't think it was that good. But I do got a game.
Mary Jane must hate me for
I knew that was a very good chapter 14. I didn't think it was gold material.
I need to apologize to MJ next time I see her.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah, it's basically just if I gold, I PB, which is kind of fun. That's like a fun tension. It's like I can do it, I just gotta game. No, that was almost so good.
This is for Rosie.
Spider reflexes. Nice. In this mode, faster than
I'll
bad
not risk my
guys, you'll
prize
see
hostage
attacks coming from a mile away.
Oh, I swear I pressed dodge.
Challenging moves.
Please be okay, Mary Jane.
Why is that bonk so common? I don't even understand how that happens. You do like 50% extra damage if you have a full blue bar.
That's one.
This
But
is
how many of
fitting
these things
vengeance
does
for
he
my
have
poor
scattered
Rosie.
around this place?
You're a fool to get so close.
I... I wish there was a way to make it so that that never happens.
Great. What would an out-of-control fusion reaction be without bursts of plasma? The reactor doesn't seem to be responding. There must be another switch somewhere.
What did it even dodge? That was like a Doc Ock attack, I guess?
That should do it.
I will destroy you.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm fine. Maybe.
Parker, you'll pay dearly.
That
for
was
your
like a scary
treachery.
position. I swear I pressed dodge.
I despise you.
I was also mashing there.
I will laugh over your
Now I'm getting
broken
comboed. And he's running away.
Doc, you don't want to hurt anyone.
Oh, you're quite wrong about that.
Okay, it's still a 53. Low 53 too. At least under 53.30.
What have we done?
That was a surprisingly good run for how it started. Like, it was all red and then it was just, oh, wait, hang on, I can just like save 20 seconds real quick.
Only one thing to do. Get the young lady out.
I guess we can add chapter 14 to the potential, to like the list of available for time save
Vanity cost Rosie her life.
chapters.
Now I must set things right.
That is a funny weed number for the the chapter for the final split. Yeah, like imagine I enter chapter 12 even, and I don't get fucked up in chapter 15. The warehouse was actually fine. Nothing bad happened to it. That was the end of the cutscene. It's really weird. It just like shows this exterior shot of the warehouse and then the game ends. I will update my best time. That sum of best is headed towards a 50 even. Just saying. Let's run it back. The faces look so bad. I can honestly say I'm at the point they just look. That's just how they look to me. It it just looks normal to me at this point. That's just how their faces look in that cutscene. I'm used to it.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
I get the feeling this will be the run for that reason. Nothing bad ever happened from anybody getting overly attached to a run before it even started.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save.
Only good things have happened as a consequence of that.
Then do it.
Oh.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
This run will never end. That's bad.
I was almost there.
You don't want your speedrun to never end.
Didn't your mom tell you not to hit girls?
Wow! Spider-Man's here already!
Isn't it a school day?
Case secured!
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
Got overly attached to your run last time and it nearly PB'd. See, the problem was you didn't get attached enough.
And the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza park. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
If you completely believed, they would have PB'd. Probably.
Back at ya.
But if I ever sense any doubt from anybody in chat, I just throw the run immediately. Just like, did somebody in chat just say "will see" instead of "this will PB"?
You already know that you use them to buy stuff
Nope,
from the Spider
I'm throwing.
Store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Shopping crime,
Just need to PB by that many.
That I would meet them
challenges
this
like
That load.
delivering pizza.
Okay, the way that you wrote that out is very funny because a bunch of zeros and then one decimal place .1 is still... That's still .1. So I guess that would be a PB. I was about to get into like how frame timing works, but yeah, that would PB.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember.
Just gotta go fast. I'll try that.
At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry.
I'll give that a shot.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind. Remember, break it, you buy it. Spider-Man! Take a nap, Sap.
Figures. Spider-Man.
Oh, this guy. He's epic trolling. He got me. I guess that's fine. You were saved from a frame timing discussion. It's interesting. Because if you... I'm gonna do it anyways. If you PB by 0.000001 and that amount of time is less than a frame, the game doesn't progress by that frame. You didn't PB. Your video is the same number of frames as the other one.
Hey, why were you at the art
I have not
gallery?
watched any of the theaters, the re-releases of the movies in theaters. I haven't been to theaters in like
What does she mean
a
by
couple
that?
years probably.
Well, unless I can shrink her lead, I'm never gonna find
You didn't
out.
miss too much Noob Slayer. I finished a run. It was a pretty good run. I golded chapter 14. That's about it. I don't know how much I golded chapter 14 by, actually. You're often jumping too high despite tapping the button in those fights. You gotta cancel your jump with an air flip. Because if you just jump, you're always gonna go this height. But if you do what I'm doing now and there's an enemy, you'll do the kick like right away because I'm actually doing an air flip, which lets you act immediately. That's probably why you're going too high. Because if you don't do an air flip, Spider-Man has to complete the jumping like animation before you can do anything. Which I think is that's actually some very fun, like, subtle tech.
Ambulance or something.
But it's very fundamental in a lot of fights in this game.
I would, but it infringes on lawyer. Who's with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time.
So you have that theater
chapter
popcorn.
starts. Aha.
If they gave me the theater
Before you have a
popcorn
chance,
with the movie, I'd go all the
store and
time.
check out what they've got.
But it's like, if I'm going to the theater, now I'm buying popcorn, suddenly this is like a $25 excursion. I don't know. It's hard enough for me to, like,
Hi, Pete.
I
want to
think that's
drive
the-
over to a place that's, like, not my house. You know what I mean? Normally, when I drive to a place that's not my house, it's because I'm getting food, or I'm meeting up with somebody, or I'm getting paid for it. I like to talk during movies. I really don't. I think that's another reason is
What's up with this Beck?
I don't like to talk during movies, which means I gotta sit there the whole time. I don't have anything against people who do, but we're just not compatible with movie watchers, that's all. Although, if you talk in a movie theater, you know, maybe don't do that. Talking like if we're watching it, you know, at somebody's house. A PB by 10 minutes. Oh, for sure. Just you wait, we're beating the task.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have power.
Easy.
Hi, Pete. How?
We should see other people to watch movies with. I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't have to be in a relationship to watch movies with people. And vice versa, you don't have to watch movies with somebody just because you're, like, dating. I press dodge.
Is that a horn on your head, or are you just glad to see me?
I remember when I first started learning speedrunning for this game, I would, like, imagine, like, oh, like, what if I, like, accidentally found some sort of discovery that saved, like, 10 minutes on one run and just got, like, an unbeatable PB, and we never figured out how I did it. Like, it just accidentally happened. And I've kind of had that thought in the back of my head ever since. Although, the more I understand things, the more I realize, like, if that happened, I feel like it wouldn't, because we would figure out what did it. You know what I mean? What if there was some? Let's say there is something like that in the game. Like there is every second you play the game,
believe I actually
there is a 1 in 10 million chance, or like 100 million chance, to just skip to the end of the game. Like skip to the final Doc Ock fight. Do we do any? Is it just, if that ever happens to you, you get entered into a raffle to be the world record holder, I guess? I guess we just, like, make a separate category for the Cosmic Ray folks. Oh. Be hilarious if Rhino could knock the civilians around. I've always kind of wished that the civilians... I think they can get ragdolled, it's just extremely rare to have it happen. But I feel like I've definitely seen it before.
Hey, kid,
I missed my swing and it ate my input.
I got a new job for you to
Stole my lunch money.
There's these things called photo op tokens.
Yeah, the mechs can launch them, that's
I
true.
marked them on your map just to spell it out.
I feel like I've also seen them get, like, run over by a car during, like, a chase before. Like, they got ragdolled. I'm less confident about that not being a figment of my imagination. That sounds like the type of thing you would, like, lie about when you were a kid to, like, make a joke to your friends. When I was a kid, I had a really bad habit of doing shit like that. Like, I would just, like, lie about, like, dumb shit that happened in video games, or so, you know, like, or like some random thing that somebody said to me. I'd be like, oh yeah, somebody walked up to me and said some really random bullshit, and then they walked away. That shit didn't happen. I just wanted to make my friends laugh. Is anybody else like that when they were like 10? Just get up like nothing happened. Yeah, I think if a civilian gets ragdolled, they can just walk away. They're fine.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
Yeah, I remember specifically when I was like probably 13 or 14, there was a moment when I was like, okay, I gotta stop doing this because this is like becoming a habit. And like eventually in like it's becoming a habit, and I don't want to be like a chronic liar my whole life. So I made a concentrated effort to stop lying about dumb bullshit that doesn't matter. I never lied about shit that mattered, really.
Come back. You have some explaining
Just
to
like
do.
very harmless stuff.
Actually pretty cute when you're indignant.
But I was afraid that I'd start lying about shit that mattered. So I stopped. That jump feels... I gotta start pausing to cancel my jump. It's not worth it to just, like, jump in the air for no reason like that.
Hey, you're actually keeping up.
I mean, I could solve that issue by just not missing that token, but if I do... I think that's gonna be a reset for me. I finished a run today, I'm allowed a picky reset like that. I just think we can get there on better pace. Alright, let's run it back. Lie about seeing movies they didn't see. Maybe I should start doing that, because anytime anybody asks me about movies, I feel like I always just have to say I ain't seen that. I was talking to a friend recently,
Well, sequel time already, huh?
and he was like, "Oh, have you seen the new Fallout show?" And I was like, "No, I haven't seen it." But and he was like, "Oh, no, I know. That was just I just wanted to talk about it. I know you haven't seen it." And I was like, "Oh, is it? I guess yeah. I don't watch
Before
anything."
we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your
I felt so called out.
call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class.
I was like, but at the same time, I was like, yeah, fair. Runs have feelings too. Well, I hope that one is feeling bad because it was slow.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
Just got an Olive Garden ad. Yeah, anybody, if you type the words Olive Garden in chat, I immediately receive $5. God, that would be such a good sponsor deal. It's not true. I also don't really like Olive Garden, so I feel like I have to say that to balance out that we're name dropping them.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Slow is relative, but it's a relative I haven't spoken to in a while because I always go fast.
Case secured.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
Yeah, I go to Olive Garden, and it's not even an Olive Garden. It's a restaurant. What the fuck? What's going on there?
Better change while no one is around.
This video, okay. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, which I hate. I feel like if Raid Shadow Legends ever contacts me, I should be like, okay, I'll do it, but I get to like shit talk you the whole time, and that's a sponsored ad. That's a sponsored ad. I say their entire script, but I just add which I hate at the end of every sentence. Do it. They've never contacted me. Probably. I guess I haven't checked my business email in like a week, but
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store.
I'm not even cool enough for Raid Shadow Legends yet, I guess.
Naturally, you're gonna want to
I've gotten one sponsorship offer that was like probably not fake, and it wasn't a very good deal, so I didn't take it.
some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
So, if I ever do that shit, I'm like, I'm doing it to get, you know what I mean? I'm getting the bag. I'm not doing it for like nothing. You know what I mean?
Man, that
It's not like, oh, we'll give you $5. Like, no.
stuff.
I'm gonna sell myself
Burn
out.
off some calories or I won't fit in my
I at least want to sell myself out. I don't want to do it for like,
I can't even remember. Oh, no.
for like, oh, you know, this will open the door. Like, no.
Fuck
Fuck you.
I
don't know. I would have to think a lot before taking any sponsorship.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Spider-Man.
You guys are such a nuisance.
Like, you can see I've almost got this strat down, right? Like, it's in there. It's just not quite ready yet. This song would be cool to fight Calypso to. Yes, until you're on minute like 3 of the fight. and she's teleported away 400 times, and you start hearing the song in your sleep after. The only things you need to get better at is gliding and doing Beck's obstacle course without failing once. That's what I recommend, is like once you've got like a decent groundwork for the run, look at your old run. Here's my other advice is, you know, record your run and submit it to the speedrun.com leaderboards. But, you know, look at your old run and just like find a couple things you want to fix.
If she gets much farther, I'm
And
gonna lose
then
her completely.
figure out those couple things, do them in your PB, and then repeat that. Just keep doing that. Using the Xbox spider reflexes button and normal swinging. I use up on the D-pad for spider reflexes, actually. I don't even use right bumper there. I only use right bumper against Final Doc Ock, I think. I think that's the only time I use right bumper.
My grandmother could keep up better than you.
I don't know why, it's just, I think it's because my right hand is already doing so much.
If she gets much farther, I'm gonna lose her
So
completely.
by using up on the D-pad, it's just like, that's like a couple inputs that I get to do with my left hand instead, you know what I mean? Giving nightmares about Calypso. Sorry.
Street or something?
Nah, I already got that merit badge. Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of
That's a
something.
0.0.
Spidey's store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Well, no one's around. I better change while I have a chance.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
I think that's the right answer, Nate. What I've seen 360 emulation is not, like, worth right now. I think they're making some sort of progress on it, I don't know. God, that angle was so bad. I tried to do something weird with it, and it really did not work.
What's up with this back?
Yeah, I never thought PS3 emulation would get good before 360 emulation. That's like a fucking shock to me. But you can just like play through PS3 games, like a lot of them, as far as I understand. Just like, I mean, I was gonna say as good as the original, but honestly, I played Demon's Souls at 60 FPS. Can't do that on a PS3.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have powers.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm surprised, Quincy, because the PS3's architecture is so different and 360 is
Pete. How are you?
more familiar. Record gameplay. Get yourself a capture card. That's my recommendation.
I'm gonna have to take away your credit card.
The standing still cancel the roll. Standing, if you have a buffered roll, standing still turns it into like, you know, just a little landing animation, which is still not ideal a lot of the time, but sometimes it's better than a roll.
Stay a little.
not facing the way you want to go. At least you don't have to walk back. What is a capture card? It's just like a little box that lets you record shit onto your computer. I'd recommend looking it up, because there's... I can't tell you everything here in a concise amount of time. But a capture card is how I'm recording this off of my Xbox right now.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Octavius.
You make the movement more precise and less 8-way. I was kind of assumed that the movement was supposed to kind of give like a virtual notches effect, you know what I mean? Like how like a GameCube controller has like notches to so that you can like, if you want to precisely go exactly forward, you can hit that. I kind of thought that's what they were going for, and we're just a little heavy-handed about it. But I'd be curious to see what it feels like without that.
What is wrong with you people? Out of my way!
Out of
Hey,
my
how you making
way.
out? Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay? There's these things called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
You get your license from a cereal box?
Hey, I'm driving here.
You got a bunch of codes for me to play with on the next emulator stream? That sounds fun. I always like I like the idea of doing streams where it's just like, all right, we just got like 4 to 5 things to mess around with, and we just go through them all. The Xbox 360 controller is my favorite controller. There are some games that I think other controllers are better with. Like I said, sometimes it can be nice to have a, you know, GameCube style notches. Like Super Monkey Ball, you want a GameCube controller or something similar. For example. But as far as just like overall controller feel, 360, the 360 wired one's my favorite.
With me.
How do you mod games from consoles? It depends, is probably the best concise answer I can give you. Super Monkey Ball's a lot of fun. At least those original 2 games.
Don't get too far away. I'm having fun.
Fun, huh?
I cannot believe they made some of those levels as hard as they did, or at least I couldn't until I realized that they were actually arcade games. Then it made more sense. Uh-oh. Can I make this work? Does this work from this angle if I just like... No, it doesn't. Oh, I know.
would be better if you slowed... Black cat, huh?
I always want that glide to go like
Black cat
10%
seems
further.
Okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
I think the perfect glide makes it to the door there pretty easily, but I always have a hard time setting it up.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
We reached the part of the stream where I'm hungry. I swear, I've noticed a correlation when I eat spaghetti for dinner. I get hungry like an hour later, very consistently. I don't know why. You'd think spaghetti is just like all carbs and calories and shit. Should just fill you up, right?
Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie Sorority Death Robot.
I did not have any meatballs. I'm not into meatballs. Something about the texture. Same with like sausage on pizza. Like beef's great, but when you put it into that form, it's just not for me. It's too thin. I did have thin spaghetti for dinner. Like that's what it said on the box. Maybe that's why I wasn't full. If I had thick spaghetti, I would be so full right now.
Parents never hugged you, did they? Are you still going back? I hadn't noticed.
Oh, that went in. It's thick spaghetti, and it's just each one is like a fucking baguette. Just like a huge fucking noodle. Oh damn.
Well, here we are in the last
I thought there was
round.
one more round for some reason.
Too close to call. It's going to come down to the wire between these two.
That's it. Hang on, can I set this up right? There's like a spot you can do this, I think, where you just like... Oops. For those of you that haven't seen the infinite jump... Oh, I fucked it up. It's been a while since I've done it. Am I bad at the infinite jump now? Hang on, I can't be bad at the infinite jump. I'm bad at... No, this can't be happening. I'll do it later. If I remember at the end of the stream, I'll do the infinite jump and regain my honor. But for now, we gotta run that run back.
Ready, Spider?
Piccolini noodles? I love Dragon Ball.
Well, sequel time already, huh?
Washed.
Welcome
The
back.
Spider-Man 2 Thug Infinite Jump is such a fucking funny thing to be washed at.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right?
Back at you.
Then do it.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Oh, right in the fucking face. Look at that.
Right on cue.
The second time I've hit that guy.
All right, Doc.
How dare you
Put
live?
someone's eye out.
rid of him and get that case.
Weird fight.
Case secured.
This was a bad idea. Hi, my name... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
What a bonk.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Movies or comics say what university Peter goes to. Whichever university that's supposed to represent that you can go to in this game, I guess.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points.
I'm assuming there's like a real one in New York that they just used, right?
Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens in
Promised
distress,
Harry and MJ that I would
doing
meet them
challenges,
this evening.
collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like.
Is it actually called Empire State University? Don't they know that the building already took that name?
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I better
Is somebody gonna tell them?
Or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this.
They're gonna feel so silly when they find out that the Empire State Building already exists.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Spider-Man.
There we go.
Wrap this party up.
Spider-Man's here. You don't strike me as a patron of the art material.
Not him.
We knew each other once sooner or later.
I would say I'm overall a fan of Dragon Ball. I've really only read the manga though. I haven't seen the vast majority of the anime or played any of the games or anything. I don't know if New York is real. Yeah, they made it real after they made this game.
Hey,
They're like, what if that was like a real
why were you
place?
at the art gallery?
I chalk it up to undying optimism.
Huh?
Wonder how much a New
What do you
York
mean by
University
that?
would need to pay to sponsor
Unless
a
I can
Spider-Man
trick her
movie.
lead, I'm never
I feel like
gonna
if they
find
have
out.
like prime location, it's the other way around, right? Like the Spider-Man movie approaches them and are like, "Hey, can we shoot on your campus?"
She's right. If I don't pick up the pace, she's as good as gone.
Shot on Columbia University campus of Toby 1. So who paid who for that, do you think? Is that Columbia paying to get in the movie or the other way around?
So, skin-tight leather. Doesn't that kind of chafe?
You'll never find out, that's for sure.
I was with that girl. Who was she?
Now the real question is, how much would a university that's just like not at all related to New York have to do that? Like if the University of like Florida wanted to be in the movie, how much money they gotta fork over?
Check out what they've got.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick.
Universities would never pay for that.
Hi, Pete.
I don't
I
know.
think that's the
They got thousands of dollars of my money. I don't know what else they're using it for. Like, if you're making thousands of people go into debt, you might as well pay to get in a Spider-Man movie with that money. That's like the responsible thing to do.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
That felt fast.
I don't see anyone around. Now's my chance to change real quick. I have enough trouble without someone trying to
Said
convince
Spider-Man
others-
loves Berkeley. He's like, I can't get enough of this stuff. You should enroll tonight. And he looked at the camera.
Hi, Pete. How
Yeah, they probably gave him $100 for that one. What if the next Spider-Man movie starts, you know, it's like the opening credits, you get like the very cinematic like intro Marvel logo. And then Spider-Man walked in and he said, "But before that, let me tell you about this movie's sponsor." And he told you about
Which
Raid
team
Shadow
mascot
Legends.
Are you anyway?
Maybe I should.
I'm starting to see why rhinos are in danger.
I always love there's a what if similar to what I just said, where it's like, oh yeah, the answer to the what if is that would be weird. Like you don't have anything else to, there's nothing else to say about it. It's like, what if that happened? Well, then it would happen, and it would be very strange. And then the discussion ends. MIT paid Disney to be name dropped in No Way Home. I feel like they did. I've decided just now to believe in that conspiracy. Spider-Man does a PSA about the flaws of the prison system. That's awesome. They should do that again. I want to learn about the flaws of the prison system with Spider-Man. My question is, does Spider-Man admit his part in being partially complicit in the flaws of the prison system
Hey kid, how you making
when
out?
when he inadvertently ends up with, you know,
There's these things
sending
called
thugs to
photo op
prison?
tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you.
Does it get that deep?
Now get to work.
Perfect gamer jump. That uppercut, for the first time in a very long time, that uppercut mattered. That uppercut let me get the token, like, probably a frame or two faster. Or about the conditions the prisoners live in. I just think it'd be funny, like, if he's kept, you know, he's talking about that, he's like, oh, these are the conditions of the prisoners, and he's like, wait, I'm part of this. And he has, like, an existential meltdown.
Hey, you're actually keeping up.
Not another meltdown. Spider-Man's never had a meltdown. He's always in perfect, stable mental condition, and nothing bad ever really happens to him, you know?
Uh-huh. Well, flattery will get you nowhere with me.
I lost all my momentum there for some reason. It was just gone. That's what I was talking about earlier. You pause, so you don't have to do a fully charged jump.
Chasing me again? Flattered.
Well, I wouldn't keep chasing you into places.
The reason why Spider-Man is so chill all the time is because people's voices sound goofy. I feel like there'd be a lot more like... Wait, what did you just say? I couldn't quite tell. Or maybe you eventually get used to it, I don't know.
Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
It's kind of like how...
Better change while no one is...
Like, isn't that... Because the Flash can, like, turn that on and off, but, you know, sometimes he just has to deal with shit being real slow all the time. He probably gets really bored.
So Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake, huh?
I don't know, I feel like this game is the only game where, like... I guess they do this in Toby 1 as well. Never mind. I was gonna say this is the only time I feel like Spider-Man has, like, slow-mo powers, but... That's kind of how it's shown in the Toby 1 movie anyways, when he's fighting Flash. I think Toby 4 should happen. I kinda... This is gonna sound really dismissive, and I don't mean it to, but this is the only way I could think to phrase it. I kinda think it doesn't matter whether it happens or not.
Spider-Man? I perfected the technology on the movie.
And I guess what I mean by that is, like, if it happens and it's good, that's great, and then it's worth happening. If it happens and it's bad, that's also, like, fine. We can just ignore it. So, and if it doesn't happen, that's fine too, because, you know, yeah, I don't think it necessarily needs to happen, you know what I mean? But if it happens and it's good, then great.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
Just want good movies? Yeah. At the end of the day, you just want good stuff good content to be made. Good art.
I hadn't noticed.
But not everything, you know, needs to be... Not everything needs to last forever. Or rather, things can last forever without you needing to keep making new additions to it. Because people will still keep watching those movies, you know what I mean? Even if they don't make anymore.
That's all of them. You missed your calling as a playground designer, Beck.
And you missed yours as a rejecting has-been. But that will be...
Same way that I'm still playing this game.
Psychologists call that projection, Beck.
Oh,
Not
damn.
as fast as you'd like people to think, are you?
No, my climb button. No, my swing button.
You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on! You don't want to disappoint your fans, do you?
Oh yeah, that's super over. Rip.
There we have it.
Oh well. One more go at it. It does happen. I fuck up. I feel like that's the jump to that I fuck up the most, to be honest. With the angle that I take, it's kind of easy to accidentally just barely get clipped by a piece of geometry.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
One Piece and taxes. Yeah.
Before we go any
That
further,
shit... I was about to say that shit was there when I was born and it'll be there when I die, but... I don't think that's actually true for One Piece. I think I'm older than One Piece. I don't actually know. I don't know when that shit started.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
1997? That's older than I thought.
There too. Sorry, Dr. Connor. Fall down.
I would have guessed like 2003.
Looks like get rid of him and get that case.
Hope your insurance is paid up.
Taxes started before 1997.
Case secured.
Are taxes older than one?
Try not to
Why did I
run my
pause?
fist with your face.
What in my brain was telling me to pause
My
there?
name's... Maybe I can still make it before
I like...
then.
I did a claw grip to pause there because for some reason I thought it was very important. I'm doing like subconscious RNG manipulation, I guess.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I don't know. I have not consumed any One Piece media in my life. So I have nothing interesting to say about it.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it.
Still late.
Crimes, helping citizens
Promised Terry and
distress,
MJ that I would meet them
doing
this
challenges, collecting...
Favorite line from Bruce Campbell? Something different.
So try different things and see what you like.
That's the whole line.
Good guy.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed. I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no!
Spider Reflex is nice is funny, but these days it usually means I've fucked up in the art gallery. If I like notice him saying it. If it's playing against like Brain Doc Ock, then I do not hear it at all. I'm like too focused.
Sorry, gentlemen, but the gallery's closed.
Welcome to the Dodge. Spider-Man's here. Take your Spider-Man with you.
Hey guys, are you here for the 2-for-1 on European Masters too?
I just shot a web ball through the wall. That did not impact. Have I ever landed in the hole in that building but missed the token? Yes. It's happened at least a handful of times. At what point in the run do I take it seriously? It really varies on my mood. Well, that hasn't happened in a while. Oh no, I liked I kinda liked this run for some reason. Well, I have web zip if I ever need it now. That's the thing, you can't get it too attached. The run can be gone in an instant. I accidentally bought web zip instead of grapple, Arthur. Which means I didn't have enough points to buy grapple, which is rip. You kind of need grapple. Or else because the game's mostly because the game says you need grapple,
Well,
and will not progress otherwise.
Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go
That
any
run
further,
wasn't
I
like
think it
incredible
might
or
be a good
anything. It was
idea
just
to
like
make progress, if
pretty
you can
good
call it.
for.
Just go to the pause menu.
And I mean, how incredible can a run be 4 minutes in, you know?
Right? Then do it.
But I guess my answer is I usually start getting attached, like vaguely attached to runs.
Oh no, Dr. Connor.
Maybe after chapter 9. I don't
Caught
know.
up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. It's gonna kill me. I can't believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as
Help me!
right on cue. I was almost
Grapple
there.
does get used
Sorry, Dr. Connor.
a little bit in chapter 7. That's kind of it. But that shit was my bread and butter when I was first playing.
This was a bad
I love just being able to take a guy
Case secure.
and just leave. Did you see that footwork on briefcase guy? He was trying to like fucking cross me up.
Hi, my name's. Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
I've never seen him move like that.
This should be a safe spot to change.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush. This is a good time to talk a little about heroes.
Beefcake guy. No, if he was a beefcake, he wouldn't be so light on his feet like that.
Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it.
Bill Lane.
Stopping crimes, helping
Promised
citizens
Harry and
with
MJ
stress,
that I would meet them
doing
this evening.
challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
Yeah, grapple is one of the few abilities that is just like mostly bought just because the game requires you to. I guess you'd probably still get it because it is nice to have in chapter 7.
Burn off some calories or I won't fit
But
my
like,
costume anymore.
what even just happened? What was that swing?
Can't even remember the last time I saw Harry or Mary Jane.
It's wild how much one swing can mess you up.
Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be.
I think Web Zip's another one of those where it's like, I would probably buy it because it's early on in the list, but like,
You don't strike me as a patron of the audience material.
Spider-Man?
In the average run, web zip is not like super useful.
We knew each other. What happened to the
Oh, that was so close.
Midnight Craft Fair is next week.
I am gonna reset because that one swing, that's not like great pace. I did say after that swing, ironic that you're saying that, Nate, I did say like, oh, I just want to do an art gallery and like, if I can do it perfect, then I'll keep the run. And that was, I was doing a lot of good stuff in that art gallery, it just wasn't quite enough to like save it. Koba.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
You know what would be a cool mod to have
Oh no.
if a PC version, if a hypothetical PC version ever happens?
It's gonna kill me. I can't believe I'm running so late.
One that makes it so that like there's like cars throughout the whole city at all times. You know what I mean? Because cars just kind of spawn in around
I
you.
was almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Conrad.
Imagine you're playing at 4K. You can see the cars on the other end of the city driving around.
Spider-Man's here already. Let me get that.
Not freak mode. That one's already in the game. You just haven't found it yet. That was a weird briefcase grab.
Hi, my name's. Maybe I can still make it.
What if it was Spider-Man 2, but you're like driving a car, and then like you could get out of the car and run around, but you know, not swing, and you could like steal other people's cars and like shoot guns and stuff.
It'll show you what the white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both.
And what if it was called Grand Theft Auto 5?
You can get over there at some point, but there's no room.
HD version.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points. You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're going to want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crime,
late.
helping citizens in
Promised
distress,
Terry and MJ that I would meet them
challenges,
this
collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
That does remind me of when people used to call like any open world game in a city like a GTA clone. Which, to be fair, there were GTA clones, but
I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my
this was
costume.
definitely not one.
I can't even remember. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be.
I guess today they would call that like a GTA-like, right? Gaming. Not so gaming. He dodged my first hit. God, this guy. He's kiting me. Okay, there was some cool stuff in there. It's always funny when Spider-Man ignores a cry for help. I've got a speed run. I don't got time for that. I have never played a God of War game. My thoughts are on the series is that it seems popular. I'll play some of them someday. Have I intentionally thrown a good run?
I want to ask you some questions.
I don't think so. There have been times when, like, I haven't thought about throwing, but like there were a couple times when like capture card issues happened, and I was like, oh, well, I don't even, like, if this run's gonna finish in PB with like a fucked up capture card issue. I never intentionally threw though, but it has like fucked with my morale to the point that it might have caused issues. I don't know. So I guess my answer is no. Or to speedrun a game other than this or Dark Souls, what would I want to do? I mean, I've speedrun games other than this and Dark Souls, but maybe someday I'll go back to Kingdom Hearts 2. Maybe when they put it on Steam. And if Sly 2 ever comes out on PC, I'd like to run that at least once. Avoid calls. I don't know, I feel like I shouldn't be like the top runner of the Void Calls. It should be somebody else. I should be like third place.
You can't even imagine.
Sly 2 is like 4 hours. Sly 2 is like 5 hours. But that's the type of game where you want to mostly run episodes until you're ready to do a full run.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
Because the episodes are like half an hour to 45 minutes, I think, each.
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
But also, if Sly 2 ever came out on PC, I think it would end up being a lot faster because of load times.
Hi,
ETA when Void Calls releases. All I can say right now is I really want to do it this year. When I have like an actual release date, yeah, I'll be happy to share it. That's all I can say right now. Or Silk Song. Hopefully. It's one of those things where the point of development, the game is overall very close to being finished, but I want to make sure it's finished right, and there are a few things that I'm kind of stuck on. So I feel like it's the type of, the way that I develop games and work on videos and stuff like that is like I get stuck on things, and then I just kind of have to sit there and wait for that like creative block to get through, and as soon as it does, I just get like a shit ton done. That's just like how I work, I don't know.
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have.
Pretty much have to get the Korean version. I'm fine not being a top tier runner, to be honest. If I were to run that game, I'd probably just run it on English. He's a Spider-Man character I can relate to. Spider-Man, because he's broke and really, really powerful and fast and can swing on buildings and shit, like me. How come Pete sometimes just rolls into the bugle? Sometimes you can just store a roll through loading screens. It just happens. There seems to be like a vague correlation with how you enter the bugle, but being top tier means having a backwards compatible PS3 with an SSD mounted in. Yeah, like that's the first thing, is like I'm like not interested in all that. I know the PlayStation community sees it different, but to me that's just like straight up modding. On top of the fact that backwards compatible PS3s are super rare. Although I think the PS3 that I have would actually be good for that. Apparently all you need is like a few of the old PS3s work, and I think mine is one of them, but that's also... wow. There's also the point that I would have to set up a PS3 just to do that with the recording setup, and that just sounds like a pain right now. I don't really want to do that for just one game. Yo, Twint. Not too much is up, just hanging out. Tonight is the night of the Pee-wee. Yep, you're watching it right now. To be fair, I feel like Sly 2 has a better chance of getting a PC port than we do, than Spider-Man 2 does. I could totally see PlayStation just dropping the Sly collection on Steam one of these days, out of nowhere. Ow. I barely missed that token. It's so close. I also thought that jump would get me way closer than it did. People still holding out for Sly 5. Yeah, I don't really care about Sly 5 as much as, like, just making the older games accessible, to be honest. That's... oh, Black Cat just broke. I just saw it. Black Cat machine broke.
It would be better if you slowed down a bit.
There she goes. How does that happen? We're pretty sure it has something to do with the rubber banding. Like, the rubber banding causes her to basically, like, just act a little strange and go in the wrong direction, and then still be trying to follow her pathing, but now going the wrong way. It does happen very rarely. That's probably happened to me 7 or 8 times, if I had to guess.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first.
I don't know why nowadays old games preservation is not on the priority list. You know what's annoying?
Before we go any
When
further, I think it might be a good idea to
old games get ports these days, it's almost always because they're like about to push a new game. Like they don't even care about getting the sales for the old game. They just want to drum up hype for some new game in like the same series.
Oh no. Dr. Connor's
And like
class.
because of that, they just
Got so
don't
caught up
release
in what I was doing,
old
I forgot all
games
about it.
unless there's a
I'm
new
running
game in
so
that series
late.
coming out.
Still,
They'll
should
just
be
hold
able to
on
make
to
it
it
as
until
long
they
as-
have that, so they can do that.
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. I really don't have time
Spider-Man's
for
here already.
Find a safer line of work.
Case secured.
I don't think people really understand the consequences of lack of preservation. I think there is a well-educated group of people that do, and then there's like the masses that kind of don't care, which is unfortunate.
It'll show you the white dot on your map here and the white destination.
But there definitely are a lot of people that do.
The pizza firm. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Like with that stop killing games movement that's going on these days. That's pretty neat.
This is a good time to talk a little about hero points.
People that understand art in the games industry. I would say it's more accurate to say that people that understand often aren't calling the shots in the games industry. Because actual game developers, I would say, are on average most likely much more aware of problems like that.
There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
Man, that cake was good.
But they're not the ones who decides what gets greenlit. You know what I mean?
I'd better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening. I gotta hurry. I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind.
Thanks for the good luck, Quincy.
Try not to run into my fist with your face.
He like went through the wall for a second. Tripped on his friend. What are you doing up? This guy should shine up for the Olympics with the speed he got over there.
Time to wrap this party
That was still alright. Physical copies are nice, but there's only so much that they can do to like preserve things, because you know, by their nature they will die eventually. I do like cartridges a lot though.
Hey, I want to ask you some questions.
It's nice.
I'm not sure I'm like gonna miss discs, just because so many games that I've owned like
Can't count on her charity.
on disc just die eventually, or get scratched and fucked up really easily. Yeah, rip the crew. Which is so funny because like that is probably the most important thing that the crew ever did in its life, is made people aware
If I don't close distance with her
of
soon,
this problem.
she's gonna get away.
I am kind of trashing on the crew for no reason, but having not ever played the game, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I just Ubisoft's like an easy target, you know what I mean? It's just bad habit. So Nightbot is back. I did tweak the thing, so it shouldn't nuke you as easily. Maybe I need to tweak it again for caps.
Who
But
was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something.
because like if somebody posts one message, you know, in all caps, and they're upset about something, and it's like a smaller message, that's fine. I'm just mostly, you know, that thing, you want to hit that middle ground where it's like to stop people from posting essays in caps and sounding like grandma's really, really mad on Facebook again.
While I have a chance.
Hi, Pete.
Who's the crew that died? It's the game. The game is called The Crew. Nobody died. It was just a game that Ubisoft took offline and basically stopped people from playing.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he
It's also,
possibly claim I'm-
you know, there's the profit incentive of like, if digital ownership isn't real, then, or if digital ownership is real, then there's less need for people to buy like, you know, the remake of a game that came out like 8 years ago.
All the world is my dressing room.
It reminds me, I saw a post
I have
a while
enough
back
trouble
that
without
was
someone
like,
trying to convince thugs that I don't have power.
or actually this was pretty recent, because you know the Fallout games are pretty popular right now because the show is popular, and somebody like was in a queue on PS5 to play Fallout New Vegas. Like they had to wait in a queue to play Fallout New Vegas, a game that came out, if I remember correctly, in 2010. Which was such a fucking goofy concept. But that's more video game streaming being bad than anything. Can't tell them it's illegal. To be honest, I understand going after that shit on the legal side. I kind of feel like a concentrated effort should be on like the the store distributed side. Like get Steam to do something about that shit, you know what I mean? Put pressure on them. Cuz like I could say any number of like really fucked up things right now, for example, and none of them would be illegal, but I would be banned off YouTube for saying fucked up shit, you know what I mean? It's the same principle. That doesn't need to be a law, it just needs to be like, you don't get to do that on our platform and still, you know, make money here.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Arcadius.
Speaking of bad video game re-releases, it's like Kingdom Hearts on when they release Kingdom Hearts on Switch, games that like besides Kingdom Hearts 3 could all definitely run very easily on Nintendo Switch. They're just all like PS2 and mobile games. And they released them as streaming only for some reason. I was not happy about that. Is there a cutscene percent? You can nobody can stop you if you want to speedrun and watch all the cutscenes. I don't think anybody's done it. But nobody could stop you. If there's like a category of your dreams,
Listen, I got
just go out and run it, you know?
Okay? There's tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
That's the beauty of speedrunning. Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't meaningfully change anything. My audio appears to be messed up. What's wrong with it? Do I sound like a robot? Oh no, I missed the Mary Jane date. No. Wait. Okay, well, let's figure out what's going on with this audio. It's out of sync. Delay between the game. Okay, that is annoying. Let's try this. Okay. Are we good? Hang on. Let me do a test. Is that looking good? We shouldn't have any more capture card issues. That's not what I said. I said when I do them, I should be able to troubleshoot them. See, with the old system, I wouldn't have been able to do that. With the old system, if I unplugged and plugged my capture card back in, it would completely break OBS. But now I can just do that. Pop the balloon. Alright. Because the new system doesn't stop the capture card issues, but it lets me fix them on stream without having to restart it. I did it. Are you happy, you monster? Wait. Oh, I didn't have live split selected. That's right. Hang on. Whoops. Didn't actually start the timer. See, that's an example of, like, I didn't throw that run, but I did get distracted by there being audio issues, and I was, like, checking on OBS while trying to play the game, and that made me fuck up. Oh, that's an interesting camera angle. Why did it do that? I was messing around with the controller. Could you change the camera angle, like, during the loading screen there?
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you miss me more than I miss. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be.
I don't think that would really help anything, but it is.
You could call it.
That does feel like what just happened. Like, I was just kind of, like, messing around, you know, keeping my hands warm. Then I loaded it in and the camera was different.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Can't believe I'm running so late.
Just started playing the Fallout games and you're confused. Let me help you. So, like, those games take place in a world where, like the bombs dropped and, like, the world's gone and fucked up. So things might be a little different than they are in the real world. Hope that helps. Sorry. I'm in the type of mood today where I think it's really funny to intentionally misinterpret what people say to me. I don't know why.
Hi, my name. Maybe I can still make it before class ends. This should be a safe spot to change.
Game developer had to actively put into the game that you could pop kids' balloons and make them cry.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
Yeah. Fuck them kids. I probably would have done it too. I could totally see how that happened from like a game design standpoint where it's like, okay, what do superheroes do? Oh, like here's a goofy thing a superhero would do. You know, they'd rescue a kid's balloon. Okay, how do we like add challenge to that? What if you tried to webbed it, it just popped? And there you go. Suddenly it's in the game.
Well, then you weren't paying attention. Naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots of them. You got plenty of options to do it. Stopping crimes, helping citizens
Promised
in
Harry and
distress,
MJ that I would meet them
doing
this
challenges,
evening.
collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
You think the balloon kid ended up being like a... What if the balloon kid's, you know, probably
That cake was good. I'm stuffed.
in their mid to late 20s now? Do you think they have like a voice acting career still?
I can't even remember the last. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet
Like the
him.
voice actor for the balloon kid. You know what I mean? Check the cast, it's like Gary Lowenthal.
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must be out of my mind. Sorry, gentlemen. The gallery's closed. Hey, guys. Are you here for the 2-for-1 on European Masters too?
We knew each other. Go on, super.
Don't think anything here will go as prison gray.
Yeah.
Batter up!
What happened to the god?
It's a villain origin story. Yeah, that's true. That balloon kid grew up to be Venom in Spider-Man 3, fun fact. He grew up really fast. Ultimate Spider-Man absolutely does teach you how to use Venom by having him fucking eat the kid, the balloon kid from this game. That is definitely what that's supposed to be. I don't want to hear any... I don't hear anything about like, oh, the people that Venom eats they're like fine. Like, no, he gets health from that shit. He's like sucking out their life force. At the very least, that kid's gonna die at like 40 because of Venom. He just like took 20 years off of his life. The trauma made him age 15 years. Yeah, so Spider-Man webbed that kid's balloon,
If I don't pick up
and
the
he
cake,
just like
it's
anamorphed
gone.
into Topher Grace. Immediately. And then the music played. Ultimate Spider-Man got a PC port, so they're doing better than us.
Slow down so I can talk to you.
Slow down? Yeah, right. If you can't keep up, go home.
Who's with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
I forgot they were making a Wolverine game. How do you think the swinging in that game's gonna be? Just open it up and it plays like a mod for Spider-Man. It's just Wolverine's model pasted on top.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm
I have tried speedrunning Spider-Man 2002, or Toby 1 as it's known. And I did one run, and I think I'm good. I think I'm still bottom of the leaderboard, which is pretty sick.
I have enough trouble.
Needs to be very gory. Wolverine has claws. No, I think what should happen is you still need to hit thugs like 20 times to take them out. It works like all the Star Wars games where your lightsaber is more like a bait, like a wiffle bat that you can just smack them with 20 times until they fall over. I speedrun the Xbox version unless you mean the Toby one. I played on GameCube, but I think these days they play on PC. Must be nice. I want to play on PC. Xbox has the extra Craven level. I think Xbox is kind of just its own category because of that. So I think they do still speedrun that sometimes, but I think that's just kind of the side version.
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Octavius.
What is Spider-Man Zero? That's the 0-calorie version? I think people die when they get 0 calories.
Hey kid, how you making out? Listen, I got a new job.
The superhero landing pose.
These things called photo op
My
tokens.
left
I
arm
want you to
going
come
through
on.
the wall.
I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
If I put a boost on that swing. The Zero War Fortnite comics. There's Fortnite comics? Are they canon? Like, just Spider-Man? I have so many questions. Thanks for the good luck, Mario fan. Yeah, GameCube and Toby wanted to separate Xbox because of the extra missions it has.
That's it. You're doing great. Just a little farther.
You do know I'm chasing you,
Marvel
right?
is canon to Fortnite. Well, like everything's canon to Fortnite. I guess the question is Fortnite canon back? You know what I mean? Assume the Xbox category is dead. It's not dead if somebody runs it.
Now, I'll be off.
I think I fucked up just now, by the way. I think I just killed this run.
If I don't do something.
I'm like 90% sure. Yeah, I'm 100% sure. Black Cat did not move to her next point. I went too early. Fortnite is canon in the MCU. Oh, okay. I was about to be like, what the fuck did you just say? And then I realized what you meant. Like, the game exists in the MCU, not like Fortnite's lore also happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That was a...
Well,
That's an
already,
entirely
huh?
different circumstance.
Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further,
Yeah.
I think it might be a good idea to save your progress.
I misunderstood the prompt.
Call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Well, then do it.
Fortnite is canon in the MCU in the same way that it's canon in the real world.
Oh no, Dr. Connor's class. I got so caught up in what I was doing, I forgot all about it. I believe I'm running so late. Still, I should be able to make it as long as...
Help me!
Right on cue. I was almost there, too. Sorry, Dr. Connor.
Rude.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
It's so rude to deck me in the middle of my combo.
Case secured.
Careful, you'll put someone's eye out. Hi, my name's...
No, Toby 2 is real. This all actually happened.
I think this might be
As proof, just look it up. New York City is a real place.
The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor.
Joe's
Get over there
Pizza,
at some point,
real.
there's no rush.
Quote, person who doesn't under... Hey, I have a question, actually. So you understand the concept of, like, historical fiction, right? You know, it's like, oh... You know, like, oh, this story takes place in the Revolutionary War, and the events of the story might not have happened, but all the circumstances surrounding it happened. Is Spider-Man historical fiction? It takes, like, this game takes place in a real time period, in a real place. It's just the events that didn't happen. I never thought about it that way, but I can't think of a reason why it wouldn't be.
See what you like. You can only be a good guy.
Wait, New York is real? Nobody tell them.
Man, that cake was good. I'm stuffed.
They don't know.
Better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember the. Oh no! At my birthday
Isn't
dinner,
history
I
if it's
promised
real
Andy I
time.
would meet her this evening. I gotta
Okay,
hurry.
my argument now becomes, it wasn't historical fiction when it came out because it was supposed to take place in a modern day setting, but now it's 20 years later.
I can't believe
I think
ran off
it
like
became
that.
historical
I
fiction.
must be out of my mind.
Spider-Man!
What am I doing up here?
Tough job market, bud.
Ugh.
Huh?
Spider-Man's here?
Coming at ya!
Spider-Man? Get rid of him before he screws everything. Spider-Man!
Yeah, we need a term for that. I think retroactive historical fiction's a good one. Things that become historical fiction the older they get. Also, how old does something have to be history, you know what I mean? I don't think there's necessarily a requirement. I think it's just, is it happening exactly in this very moment? We just made history up. It can be whatever we want. Not like, not that I'm not saying the events of history are fake and that we made them up, but I'm saying history as a concept is a social construct, and we get to decide its parameters. I'm gonna start calling it historical nonfiction to describe just shit that happened the other day.
I would admire your persistence more if you weren't so far away.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration.
Be like, yeah, I went and I got this. I ate a sandwich yesterday. That's historical nonfiction, though.
Back off, you're crowding me.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
You know, this chapter opening reminds me of something. The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts.
Yeah, I have a here's like to completely stretch the concept of like genres based around time. Let's say that I write like a science fiction novel,
I don't see anyone
and
around.
it's talking about the world in the year 2200. But everything that I described down to the letter actually ends up happening, just like by pure coincidence.
I think that's
Does that then become historical fiction when we hit when 2200 is in the past when we're in the year 2250? Or is because I happened to guess right, it becomes nonfiction? I mean, all in all, I'm saying it's kind of pretentious of us to be calling it science fiction. We don't know what's going to happen in the year 2200. How can you say it's going to be wrong? Maybe Halo is real. Maybe Master Chief is real and he's my dad.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a...
But in the future, like, that's gonna happen. He's not my dad yet. That sounds weird. I just realized what I'm saying. I don't take any of it back. This is so off the rails. This is what happens when you let me think about shit instead of speedrunning. I mean, I'm still speedrunning, but...
I have enough trouble without someone trying to convince thugs that
Hi, Pete. How
You got me thinking about, like, literacy and shit, and this is look at what happened. It ended up being the dumbest conversation of the night. Could have had a nice, orderly discussion about, like, food instead. But this is where we decided to go.
Which team's mascot are you anyway?
What is a sandwich? It's too late now. We were talking about books. Grab the token. I explored every inch of that bar. Except for the one where the token was. See, I don't think you need to be a time traveler or a prophet to just be, like, coincidentally extremely correct when you write something about the future. You could just be really lucky. Hey, the other day, I was playing D&D, I rolled 3 natural 20s in a row. And it ended up being 4 out of 5. Like, I missed one and then I rolled 2 more after that. Am I a prophet or just really lucky?
I can't believe I actually got to meet Dr. Otto Octavius.
Nostradamus. I'm ashamed to admit, as soon as I read Nostradamus, my brain conjured up an image of Dracula, like Nosferatu in that one SpongeBob episode where he was flicking the light switch. I was like, yep, Nostradamus. There he is. You're gonna worry it's a Ligma. I mean, maybe it is. I can't think of one that doesn't feel extremely forced off the top of my head. That's just rolling a dice. No, but I'm saying the concept is I was very lucky.
Listen, I got a new job for you to do, okay?
You could just be lucky with predicting the future. You don't, you know?
I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
No, stay back.
No more Ligmas until the next PB. So what, that's my reward for PBing is you hit me with a Ligma. Gotcha, I'll work hard. Being made fun of. I mean, streamers are all kind of clowns at the end of the day, you know? You're gonna get hit with the Ligma eventually, but if you donated, you get a free Ligma. Within reason, yes. That is still true.
Come back! You have some explaining to do.
You're actually pretty cute when you're in this.
get the feeling I'm into metal. I do like some metal music, but I mostly just listen to soundtracks. I'm not like super huge into music in the same way a lot of people are. I do like it though, but it's not like a huge part of my life.
You're the kind of guy who can't finish what he starts.
She really knows
What
how
about
to
the
hurt a
music of
guy.
the Void Calls?
Still, it'll only be worse.
Void Calls music was made by a very talented musician, so. But that still falls under the category of what I just said about soundtracks, so that's not even. Which was the Void Calls today? Links in the description. Yeah, video game soundtracks are just real good because, like, usually what I'm looking for with music is I just want to, like, feel a specific emotion. And usually I can just, like, be like, oh, I remember when I was playing this video game and the music in it tricked me into feeling that emotion. I guess I'll go listen to that again.
Black Cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
Apparently Toby 2 made 805K yesterday. What, in the
Plenty
theater
facts gonna
re-release?
prove I'm a fake, huh? This, I gotta see.
Is that... That feels like not a ton for, like, a movie. I don't know. I guess it is a re-release. I don't know how much movies are supposed to make in
Spider-Man?
theaters.
Let's begin. Do you like my gadgets, Spider-Man? I perfected the technology.
I just feel like the
of
average
so
movie would be
forward
making in the
jet
millions,
robot.
right? For one day, that's
I don't know
good?
about your
Okay.
effects, but your education
I was just thinking because, like, my logic is... Oh. What? Did I miss one, I guess? I swear I got them all. Well. My logic was, because there are people who make more than 805K salary who just, like,
I hate you.
sit at their desk all day. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't believe you've done this. Actually, ended up not being that bad.
I'm better than
Yeah,
you,
I guess it is a
Spider-Man.
re-release.
And today, I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
I just kind of... No, not again. Oh, I can't... Nope. Nope, we don't put up with that. That's it, buddy.
I didn't do nothing, I swear.
You're getting infinite jumped. No complaints. We're going. Oh, I'm so back. Okay, I'm back. I remembered how to do it. Do they have infinite health? I like to... Well... I think... It's inconclusive, right? I didn't hear him talking. He could have been dead three jumps in. And we're just hitting a body around, but... I like to imagine that he's alive and conscious for all of that. Thoughts on the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine?
Well,
That's
it's
one
equal
movie,
time
right?
already, huh?
That's not two separate
Welcome
movies.
back, I guess. First things first.
I guess that shows how much I know about it. I'm aware that it exists. I think people were talking about it in chat earlier.
Before we go any further, I think it might be a
He
good
played his
idea
death
to
line
see
multiple
progress,
times.
if you could call it that. Just go
So yeah,
to
he
the boss
probably
man
was
and
just
bring up
like
the
in and out of
same
consciousness during that entire process.
Then do it.
Oh no.
Got a 118
Dr.
infinite.
Connor's
Nice.
class. I got so caught up in what I was doing,
Hang
I
on.
forgot all about it.
I think we're in one more good run territory.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. First things first. Before we go any further, I think it might be a good idea to save your progress, if you could call it that. Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen. Easy, right? Then do it.
Doc gave you a rough time, but like final Doc Ock. He can fuck you up.
Oh no. Dr. Connor's class.
In every
I
fight.
got so caught up in what I was doing.
That is
I
also
forgot all
true.
about
He
it.
can.
The lead
There
was
is.
running
There
so
isn't like a
well.
free Doc Ock
Still, I
fight.
should be able to make it as long as
I made it, even with that movement.
right on cue. I was almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Connors. Hope your insurance is paid up.
Blast! Spider-Man's here already. Let me get that case. Case secure.
Train is like secretly really hard, in a way that it like doesn't look hard when you do it right.
Hi, my name's... Maybe I can still make it before class ends.
Although there have been some new strats I've been wanting to practice and learn.
I think this might be a good
Theoretically,
time to
that could
check
make it a little
those
faster. That would be really. That would
white
also
dot
make it
on
way
your map
harder.
here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I'm not even sure if they'll work. I just have an idea that I think will work. At least it's not Monster Rock. Does Monster Rock give speedrunners trouble? Probably not. It's probably just more you just gotta have good movement.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the
Probably
store.
hard in that sense.
Oh, you don't? Well, then you weren't paying attention.
You know, you don't really fight them or
Naturally, you're gonna
anything. It's
want to
probably...
earn lots of them.
I imagine there's no RNG.
Still late.
Crimes, helping
Promised
citizens,
Gary
But who
and Edwards
knows?
I would meet them
doing
this evening.
challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. You can only be a good guy.
Did anything happen if you glitch into the Daily Bugle before going to Dr. Connor's class? Well, you're definitely missing class if you do that.
Man, that
no, I don't think anything really happens. You can't really do anything.
better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no! At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening.
If I were to remake one Spider-Man game, what would I remake? Probably
I can't believe I ran off like that. I must
like
be out of my
Web
mind.
of Shadows, because I feel like there's a really, really cool game in there somewhere, but it didn't quite land for me.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Spider-Man.
And I feel like a full-fledged remake would kind of be necessary to fix a lot of the issues I had.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. This is the part where you fall down.
Toby 1's another one where you could kind of just like change a few mechanics. I feel like Web of Shadows you need to like completely change the mission structure for like the last half of the game. Thanks for the good luck, Koba. Remake Marvel Spider-Man 2. No, here's the thing. If they remade Marvel Spider-Man 2, they would just call it Marvel Spider-Man 2. And then there would just be 3 of these fuckers. It would make it worse.
I hope this isn't your best effort, Spider-Boy.
remaster on the same console a year after release. I feel like that's kind of where we're headed, to be honest. We're getting games that came out like last generation getting remade. Or at least remastered.
Resistance more if you weren't so far away.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration.
I don't really think USM needs any sort of graphical update. It looks fine. To be fair, I'm not really interested in graphical updates for old games anymore. I'd rather just preserve the original art style. Thinking Last of Us. I was also thinking Last of Us when I said that.
Hey, come on! I just want to talk.
No means no, pal.
I don't know, whenever, like, if a game gets remade, especially if it's, like, using the same mechanics, and it's just, like, clearly the same game with, like, a new coat of paint, it kind of just tends to look weird and feel kind of gaudy to me. I don't know.
You know, this chapter
Almost feels, like,
opens
disrespectful.
The Spidey store gets new items every time a new chapter starts. Aha! Next time you have a chance, visit the store and check out what they've got.
Now, if they're making the game run smoother, that's a whole different thing.
That girl was pretty incredible. Too bad she's probably a crook.
The only Skyrim re-release that, like, actually bothers me is the like, concept of the Anniversary Edition, which is just... We put a bunch of mods in and you pay for them now. That feels really weird to me.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly...
It's like how the remastered graphics look on Dolphin. Yeah, absolutely no respect to the disrespect to the people working on that type of stuff, but it's really not for me. Like, it's very impressive. For Bloodborne to PS5. Can we get a PC? Bloodborne's the only one of those games that I haven't actually played yet. And I own it. And I've owned it for years.
Hi, Pete.
Half the textures are fed through an AI upscaler. Oh, well, that part's not impressive. But if you're actually making textures, that shit's hard. I'm always gonna say that. I fucking hate making textures for anything. The idea of, like, a square, it needs to be, like, a detailed texture, but it's also a square that needs to, like, tile sometimes. Breaks my brain. I don't know why. Same with, like, sprite tile sets. My brain just can't understand that for some reason.
Glad to see me. Got where you are by using your head, I see.
Console, like, exclusivity in general is just... it's very strange. It's just an odd concept when you take a step back, you know what I mean? I feel like there's, like, there's no equivalent in, like, other media, in my mind. Maybe there's, like, movie theater exclusivity, but even so, it's not quite the same. It's not like there's like a DVD player that only runs DVDs, you know what I mean? It only runs DVDs. Marvel DVDs only run on this DVD player. No, we just make things that can play things in certain formats, and then
I actually got to meet Dr.
and then anything can run that. I don't know, I feel like we're reaching the point where like having a box, how do I word this? I feel like the point has always been to sell the box that your company owns, right? Your game box that plays your games. But now I feel like we're getting to the point where software sales are so much more important than hardware sales. If we weren't there already. Like, Xbox just wants to sell Game Pass. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit about selling Xboxes anymore. No,
Hey kid,
no.
making out.
I fucked
Listen,
up.
I got a new job for you.
I'm gonna reset over that.
There's these things called photo
I
ops
straight up just
that I
missed
want
that
you to
token.
find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you.
You got a hella ass cam. Alright, one more run that gets past Chapter 3. You have to sell Xboxes for people to use Game Pass. I mean, you can use Game Pass on PC, just fine. I think, didn't they say they would add Game Pass to PlayStation if they let them? Like, I got a month of Game Pass with my fucking CPU. It was fucking wild. I was confused at first because I didn't know that you could use it on PC. I was like, what? I was like, why are you giving me this with my like gaming PC part? Do you want me to also buy an Xbox?
Just go to the pause menu and bring up the save load screen.
It reminded me of opening like
Well, then do it.
opening up an old 360 Xbox 360 game case and seeing like the fucking card for free 48-hour Xbox Live, and I was like, oh fuck, I remember those days.
Right on cue. I was almost there too. Sorry, Dr. Connors.
Opening up my copy of Sneak King and seeing seeing the fucking advertisement for the Burger King credit card or whatever it was they were selling.
May sing a little. Hi, my name. I can still make it before class ends.
Which was apparently a thing. I guess there was a Burger King credit card. We really missed out. You can't do it anymore. Discontinued.
I think this might be a good time for you to check your to-do list. The white dot on your map here and the white destination marker are both pointing you to the pizza parlor. You'll need to get over there at some point, but there's no rush.
I can use game and open the box to see download code that had been used. Like Batman Arkham City came with like, they were like, oh, you get the Black Cat DLC for free in the game case, but really what that meant was we cut out a fucking chunk of the game and put it as a code that you had to input so that you didn't buy, so that you don't want to buy the game used.
You already know that you use them to buy stuff from the Spidey store, right? Oh, you don't?
Wrong woman. Whichever one of those characters I said,
Naturally, you're gonna want to earn lots of them.
I don't, it was correct. That was what I meant to say.
Crime, citizens in distress,
I promise.
challenges, collecting items, and delivering pizza. There's some other ways too, so try different things and see what you like. But you can only be a good guy.
I'm not saying they're the exact same character.
Man, that cake was good.
I'm not gonna finish that sentence.
I better burn off some calories or I won't fit in my costume anymore. I can't even remember. Oh no. At my birthday dinner, I promised MJ I would meet her this evening.
Listen, okay, one of them has really cool hair. Alright? You ever think about that? And there's dozens of other differences between them, I'm sure.
Lucky for you, I pull my punches.
Spider-Man.
Midnight Craft
Oh
Fairs
fuck.
next week.
Okay, good save. Ended up being a pretty good gallery.
We'll go with Prison Gray.
Who's the one with the cool hair? Black Cat. Anybody who's got like white or silver hair, that shit's cool. Can't wait to be old and have silver hair. That shit's gonna be awesome.
You just get farther and farther behind. Just give up already.
What if I'm
Sorry,
bald?
not my style.
I'll wear a wig.
Style?
And then I won't be bald. Easy.
I would admire your persistence more if you weren't so far away.
Feel free to slow down. I'd be happy to make myself available for your admiration. If I don't close distance with her soon, she's gonna get away.
Yeah, y'all don't know. I could be wearing a wig right now. Maybe I am bald. Ever think about that? Maybe I've been... No, could you fucking imagine? If I was like, maybe I've been bald the whole time. That'd be so fucking sick. The long con.
Back off, you're crowding me.
You see me with short hair? That was my short hair wig. Duh.
Who was with that girl? Who was she?
I removed this wig, and I just have a completely identical... it's completely identical hair, except like... You know how I have more hair on... I have like it parted, so there's more hair on this side? It's just parted in reverse the other way around. That's the only difference. And it's all silver, because I'm old.
Hi, Pete.
I think that's the...
Turkey has affordable hair transplants. Noted. Not that I'll need it. Noted. What if I just like want... I'm not, I'm not losing hair, I just want more of it. Like... Just give me like double hair. Like, I want to have more hair than I was born with. I mean, I guess most people have more hair than they're born with, because most people aren't born with hair, but you know what I mean.
What's up with this Beck guy? How can he possibly claim I'm a fake?
I'm almost a fifth of the way to my 100% speedrun subscriber goal. Any day now. You're actually very close to 2K though, that is true. How much would we have to donate for me to shave my head? I would say 500k minimum. I'm not fucking around with that
Have
shit.
Someone trying to convince thugs that I don't have
I like
power.
this hair.
This is great.
I'm gonna need to drop half a mil. I'm saying 500k because you gotta root out. You gotta root out the unserious offers. And there's no way anybody who's like, I'm going to pay somebody, some random person on the internet to shave their head does not have 500k to drop on it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to
That's,
take away your
yeah, that's some like Mr. Beast shit. Could buy 100 wigs until it grows out again. Yeah. If I don't have hair, I want 100 wigs. And see, here's the real racket, is I go, oh, well, Mr. Beast donated me 500k to shave my head. How much? but if you donate this much, then I won't shave it. And then I'm getting paid money to not shave my head, which I'm already doing. Easy. You know, people just don't understand the grind set. Should we need to donate to dye for me to dye my hair? How expensive is it to like get a good, you know, get a good hair dyeing done? It's probably like that much plus like 20 bucks. I would do that way sooner before shaving my head. You have to nuke my hair. Well, I would get like a darker, like if you do like a dark coloration, you don't necessarily have to bleach your hair, is what I've come to understand. That shit's expensive.
Hey kid, how you
Think
making
about
out? Listen,
how many
new job
sandwiches
for
you could
to
buy
do,
with
okay? There's these things
$300.
called photo op tokens that I want you to find. I've marked them on your map just to spell it out real plain for you. Now get to work.
That was a cool swing now that I think about it. I didn't really acknowledge it in the moment, but you got me thinking. That's the real gamer. That's the new gamer swing. Or gamer swing. Yeah, that's the new gamer jump. Need to dye my hair pink. Pink is hard. I think a lot of people look good with pink hair. I don't think I'm really one of them. Look like a Switch. Nah, the Switch is, its main colors are red and blue, actually. At least that's what my fucking Joy-Cons are, which, by the way, went to go play my Nintendo Switch the other day. Left Joy-Con got the most insane stick drift I've ever seen in my entire life and is completely unusable now. So that's fun. Thank you, Nintendo. Great console you made.
Last time you were an ice queen, but now you're friendly. Make up your mind.
It's called a woman's prerogative. It's in the rule book. Look it up.
I'd probably go purple if I were to dye my hair. I think that's for me. Like a dark purple. Red and yellow for Shocker. I'm gonna be like, oh, I love your hair. Like, oh yeah, it's after Shocker, you know, from Spider-Man. I'm just a huge Shocker fan, so I dyed my hair to look like him. And then they're gonna back away slowly and then stop talking. And be like, what's wrong? And then you follow them.
Uh-huh. Well, flattery will get you.
I don't know, I just assume that whoever does that is like a total weirdo.
Black cat, huh?
We're pretty much even.
Black cat seems okay. Maybe a little bit of an attitude, though.
Turn in Joy-Cons for free to Nintendo. I just like send them
Quentin Beck's gonna prove I'm a fake.
that shit in the mail and they'll do it.
I gotta see.
If I know personally that it costs Nintendo money, I'll do it. I'll send in my Joy-Con. I feel like they need to lose money for what they've done to me.
Let's begin.
Let's go. I'm doing it. I'm always hesitant to mail in my stuff because when I was a kid, I almost fell.
Do you like my gadget,
There was
Spider-Man?
an eBay auction
Technology on the
that my
move.
mom had to stop me from like going for, where it was like you send in your copy of Pokemon Emerald in the mail and we'll send it back with all the legendaries on it and they're all shiny. It's like, holy shit. And I almost did this and my mom was like, maybe that's not a good idea. And I was like, wait. Yeah, no, that's not a good idea. And then I didn't do it. Maybe it was legit, I don't know. Maybe I really would have gotten all the legendaries I could ever want.
I'm going to prove it.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
But because of that, I'm always hesitant to mail in shit.
Are you still going back?
There's just like that little part of my brain that's like, what if Nintendo decides they want to keep my left Joy-Con that doesn't work for some reason? And then I never get it back.
I mastered this trick.
But like, it's already broken and doesn't work, so like, why do I care?
Let go of me, freak.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school.
Yeah, and they really like, they dragged Nintendo like kicking and screaming into acknowledging that shit.
All of them.
They're like, what are you talking about? Works fine. You tried turning it on and off again?
I can't believe you just said that. You missed your calling as a playground designer.
A good hit. As you can see, Spider-Man, I can get you wherever you want. You're going to need to move a lot faster than that, Spider-Man. Come on. You don't want to...
Made it. Even the audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here.
Now that I think about it, I almost bought a lot of sketchy shit on eBay as a kid, but I never like actually bought any of that shit. I wanted to buy like, what were they called? It was like a flash card for Nintendo DS, whatever those were called. I wanted to buy one of those, and I couldn't because PayPal didn't let you like buy that type of thing. Not an action replay, it was like, yeah, like an R4, that was it. Which I think those specific types were illegal at the time in the United States, but they were just selling them on eBay anyways. And there was a time when, without thinking about it, I just logged into my parents' eBay account on the family computer. And there was like a Tyranitar Pokemon card that I wanted. It was Tyranitar EX, I remember. Nope. Why did I leave? Hang on, I gotta think. And I was like, oh, I would be willing to pay 35 cents for this. So I just put 35 in and hit bid. And I did not enter 35 cents. I entered $350, I think it was. Fortunately, the way that bidding works, I didn't actually lose, but it the bidding ended up going to like $5 or something like that, but still.
Theories are amazing. My head is still spinning from talking to him.
Like, I did some dumb shit on eBay as a kid.
Mary Jane's play. If I hurry, I can still make it in time.
I got the Tyranitar EX card.
What?
I don't know where it went after
Not
that, though.
now.
I definitely lost it.
Take a nap, Sap.
I think you zigged when you should have zagged.
I don't know. How was I in the air for so long there?
Why tonight, guys? You okay? Great. Just take off, guys. I'm not late or anything.
I did have an action replay, but I didn't buy it on eBay. I just bought it at Walmart.
If I have to stick around, you guys do too. Watch out! Great. Finally, maybe I can still make it before the end.
That was wondrous, the crash there. At this point, we need frames. I'm willing to save them however I can.
Glad you decided you got off on the wrong foot.
Maybe so. How far is this place?
Not too far. Just stay with me.
Didn't work on the DS. You know what was sad? Having the Guitar Hero DS add-on, and it not working on the DSi because it didn't have a Game Boy Advance slot. That game just sucks without that shit. I mean, I don't know. I get the feeling that it probably wasn't the best in the first place, but you know.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
Chad versus Chad. I remember playing Nintendo Guitar Hero on DS, listening to the Pretender by Foo Fighters, and being like, wow, this is the life, and this audio quality is definitely really good.
Hey, Cat, where did you learn to fight?
Ow.
Take care of herself in this.
Yeah, that Guitar Hero game on DS was the hand destroyer. Honestly, a lot of Nintendo DS games were. Anytime you had to, like, use the stylus for extended periods of time,
Cat took
that shit
step
was destroying your hands. What does Running in a Circle by Black Cat do? So when Black Cat stops, to like wait for you. The way it works is it only checks if you're nearby when you're like moving, basically, for the most part. So you want to be moving and near her, and because you want to stay near her for the rubber banding, it's best to just run in circles to like make sure you're moving but still right next to her, so that she'll move on.
News conference is gonna start any minute.
It is also nice for boredom, though. Did you miss any good runs? The first run was pretty good. Honestly, this is probably the best run since the first run. And so you had a decent time. Google killing Firefox for streams. It's weird because I can watch YouTube streams on Firefox. In my experience. Unless this is like a very recent change. But like some people are definitely having problems with that, so. So I guess if you're having like buffering issues, try switching to a different browser. Maybe let's try Edge. I don't want to recommend Chrome because then it feels like we're rewarding Google for their action. Opera GX, the gamer browser. Oh god. It's really funny because Opera also owns Game Maker, so they're technically also behind the technology that will one day bring you the void calls once it's out.
Target will be your Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, Opera's owned Game Maker for years now.
If he's attacking Lady Liberty, I'd better get over there in a hurry.
Is Opera like Chromium? It is. I don't see why it wouldn't be, you know, just as functional as any of the other ones.
Well, I have to admit, Mysterio knows how to make a scene. I better figure out some way to get Lady Liberty back to her. It looks like that flying thing above the statue. I believe I got washed all the way over here. It seems kind of obvious to go after the giant brain. Mysterio sure is protecting it.
Timer's still going, but the game halted? Oh, that's not good. That wasn't like a capture card problem. Could have also just been like, I don't know, lag frame? I feel like that sometimes happens around there.
Give me your tire.
Okay.
It seems you're
Give me your tired, you're poor. Okay. Yeah, Spider-Man hates tired and poor people. It's unfortunate. I thought he was a good guy.
Wow. Mysterio's hidden fortress looks just like an apartment. You guys are such a nuisance.
well done, Spider-Man. Please come inside and discover.
It's ironic because he is poor. It's he's really just projecting. It's really sad.
Okay. I've been flipped off before, but never quite like that. What's going on? feels so strange. Everything is upside down. What's going on? Stereo sure knows how to clown around.
In my funhouse of doom.
Things wobble, but they don't fall down. Great. More of those.
You're doing
Don't forget the huddled masses. Well, Spider-Man cut him off before he could mention that. Damn. It's not just lag frames. That sucks. I wonder... I'll have to look that over. I wonder what happened. That was like my computer fucking up, or the capture card? Or the thing that I plug into the capture card, or my Xbox? Well, I didn't notice it, so it probably wasn't.
I found the exit.
The latter
Finally.
two. Oh, I didn't go low
Finally,
enough.
that crazy place. If I never see another carnival as long as I live, it'll be too soon.
Yeah, Spider-Man's like, all right, and he gathers every single person who is even slightly tired or below like the average income level of New York City, and he just gives them to Mysterio. And then Mysterio really isn't sure what to do. Well, I guess you know what, he did say he was gonna enslave them all, so I guess he does have a plan. And we usually don't let him finish the sentence. What if, you know, one of the times he's like, give me you're tired, you're poor, you're huddled masses, so I can, like, you know, feed them and donate money to them and make sure that they, you know, get on their feet and live a stable, healthy lifestyle. Maybe we're really judging Mysterio. We don't know what he has in store for them.
Containment field looks like it's buckling. I don't have time for subtlety. I just have to smash these power terminals.
Well, do you think Mysterio was gonna stop after he enslaved all the poor people, or is he gonna go for the rich people too?
I did it.
Really makes you
The
think.
city didn't get blown up. Poor Rosie. I can't believe I'm late to see Dr. Connors again.
What? How did I end up over there? Oh, this movement is something else. Something different.
Stereo's robots. Oh, I know. Never turn it up. Bam!
Oh my god, he's hiding in the fire escape. Get... I have to go up the stairs to fight him. That is like the worst possible place that a robot could possibly go.
Dr. Connors, I'm sorry. Dr. Connors was pretty beat up, but I think he'll be all right now. I need to figure out what happened to him, but I don't have any leads. I should drop by the Daily Bugle. Maybe I can pick up a lead there. Or at least earn enough to pay my electric bill.
Any of us watching from a computer with an Ethernet just have a really long wire between us? Well, it's kind of like, you know, you sit down on the toilet and it's like, alright, I'm part of the network now. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Ethernet is nice, I would recommend it.
Hi, Betty. Dr. Octavius is a killer. Is it my fault?
Yeah, I thought that chapter 10 went pretty rough. It's because I'm tired. Mysterio's gonna fucking enslave me. I'm part of the tired masses.
Can things get any worse? Nope, wait, whoa. I withdraw the question.
Part of the network now. I really didn't elaborate on what I meant by that at all, and I'm not going to, don't get me wrong. I just do think it's funny that I'm not doing that.
Stop right there, Dr. Octavius.
I will destroy you, Spider-Man. What an unpleasant.
Ah, frame trap.
Still, not
That's
one
it.
for which I am wholly
I hate to do this, but
All right.
Fuck that guy.
he won't listen to reason. He still has those tentacles. He's gonna have to fight. Stay away from her. Out of my way.
That's all it takes. If you can get that combo... Honestly, going for that combo is not like the worst strat in the world. It's just kind of hard to do without getting grabbed before you actually get him. I think there's a world where we find a strat that's basically just do that and it works consistently. I think there's like gotta be a way out there, you know what I mean?
I read about Octavius's attacks, but somehow I just didn't believe it.
East helicopter chase. I'm gonna be real, I was like zoning out. But I was like letting myself. Because when you do something enough, eventually you start to learn when you have good gameplay when you're zoning out, and when you have bad gameplay when you're zoning out. And I was like, oh, I'm zoning out, but it's the good kind. So I just let it happen.
For Rosie's death. I guess I can't say I'm surprised.
Just hero punching him 3 times. The problem is... that is consistent until it's not, when the guys start... Like, you can still get fucked up by the thugs, even if you go for it. So it's really just pick your poison. I kind of feel like running at him and just hitting him with an aerial slow-mo attack and then going for like a hero punch setup might not be the worst idea, to be honest. I don't know, that's just like a thought I've been having. Has not been really tested. Yeah. I think if you just wave dash forward, down smash. There's no way he's teching that.
So, how did
What
you
is more
find
rare,
out?
helicopters or indoors? I feel like helicopter is more rare, but I've seen it more recently than an indoor one.
Seriously? I knew I should have kept a better eye on that guy. Still, I
Helicopter to
wasn't
me feels like
distracted
it's like
at the
twice as
time.
rare as an indoor mission. But I have seen it more recently than an indoor mission. So, take that for what you will. God, remember when that was the scariest thing? And that was like, that used to, what I just did used to be like the scariest fucking thing in the run. It was like, oh fuck, I hope I can do this. And now I just do it without thinking every time.
I'm glad you decided to come.
Maybe so.
I'm a helicopter. Yeah, I do remember that. The good old the pizza cutter incident.
You're getting a lot better at following me. I think there may be hope for you yet.
Hey, I was just going easy on you before.
Oh. I'm fine. Times the way Cat jumps just looks so crazy. You can like, even without like the rubber banding that she has to you as like player, like she just like, she lerps the hell between some of her jumps. Like it's just like, you know what I mean? Oh, I fucked up. Well.
Spider-Man! I don't know how you found me, but there's no way you're getting me this time.
That's what happens when you go fast.
You look different somehow. Have you been reupholstered?
Still a comedian, huh?
God, Shocker leaned
Come
the
on,
fuck into that
Spider-Man.
mic for that. He was
Let's
like,
take this guy out.
still a comedian, huh? How was that? Did I sound exactly like him? Whoa, wait, hang on. What did I just do? Look at this shit. Hang on. I was like charging, doing the charge jump animation while rising. Yeah, look at that. I didn't know you could do that. I wonder if you could, hang on, I want to check something. Can you jump while doing that? Oh, that's so hard to do. You need to like approach it from just the right angle. Okay, I don't think I can recreate it so easily. But yeah, I am done for the night. It was a fun little stream. Thanks to everybody for hanging out and watching. Thank you to the channel members, I appreciate it. And stream maybe tomorrow, hopefully, more likely the day after, maybe both, maybe, we'll see. But thanks for hanging out and watching, appreciate it. Wishlist my game, links in the description, and have a good one.